Muncey has gotten a bad rap as being a rundown town full of abandoned homes and shut down factories. And to a certain degree this is true. But there are also some great aspects to the town, and with a bit of money and tourism, Muncey as a whole could be improved. Today, we will be looking at 4 different locations around Muncey and explain why these are great places to bring friends and family or just go on a solo journey yourself. First, we will look at Muncey's own Caldwell Antique Mall and Flea Market, which, you guessed it, specializes in antiques. Next, we will travel to Mansfield Park Lodge, a lovely park located in the lower half of Muncey. Then we will travel to the stars in Ball State's very own state-of-the-art Planetarium. And finally, we will take a field trip to the Muncey Children's Museum to learn about animals, play in the tot spot, and maybe even take part in a dinosaur bone dig. First, let's hear what Cameron has to say about the Caldwell Antique Mall and Flea Market.
Located on 5600 Wheeling Avenue, Caldwell Antique Mall and Flea Market resides. It is a very quaint and lovely place with a very wide selection. While perusing through the store, I saw a lot of cool things and some things I've never seen before. For example, there was like a large old Coca-Cola sign and an older keyboard of some kind, like in the pictures in the slides. The pieces on sale were in quadrants, and each quadrant had a different theme of sort. If money was put towards tourism, we could have more businesses like this, and it would bring in a niche market of people who like to have older things like the sign or the keyboard and many other things, and they would pay a good dollar for it.
Now we go to our next feature, a park located on the southeastern side of Muncey. Let's hear what Elliot has to say about it.
Mansfield Park Lodge is located at 2801 South Eden Avenue in Muncey, Indiana. There are plenty of recreational activities that you could do. There are basketball courts, a playground, jogging trail, a baseball diamond, picnic shelter, and you could fish at the lake. If we could receive more money, we would be able to use it to help towards upkeep for keeping the park in good condition. Having a park in such great condition would make it a very respectable place to bring your friends and family for some fun. This would be a great way to keep people coming to Muncey for tourism.
Next stop around Muncey is the Charles W. Brown Planetarium. This state-of-the-art science attraction contains some of the rarest and up-to-date planetarium technology ever seen. This planetarium is lucky enough to have a Godo Cronus 2 hybrid projector, one out of only a few dozen in the US. Inside, the Cindy and Randy Pond Theater runs 3 shows a week, 1 on Friday and 2 on Saturday. These shows usually fill up the entire theater with Ball State students and plenty of regular Muncey townspeople, from ages 1 to 100. Each year, they show anywhere from 10 to 12 different shows, usually starting a new one each month. Having been to one of these shows myself, I felt fascinated by the information being told and inspired to look at the stars that night when the program was done. And the best part about it is it's absolutely free to everyone. With continued support and funding, I'm sure this state-of-the-art planetarium will remain a solid feature to Muncey's landscape and will continue to have full shows. Our last stop around Muncey is Muncey's Children's Museum. Open Tuesday through Sunday, this hotspot will surely make any field trip the best day of class in a long time. The museum offers new programs every week, and if they would like to, children can host a birthday party at the museum. Tickets for admission are $6, which compared to most things today is still cheap, so you could bring the whole family and still have money for lunch or dinner once you're done learning. Some of the big attractions include waterworks, educational programs about animals, and participating in a simulated dinosaur bone dig. Ball State students recently redid a large section of Muncey's Children's Museum to create a more visually exciting and intelligent area for children to play and learn at the same time. It incorporates stories like The Giving Tree and The Very Hungry Caterpillar, one of my personal favorites. This project took over 20,000 hours to complete with a total of 57 students working on it. Since the project has been completed, only positive things has been said about the tot spot, and children seem to love it. This just goes to show that with a little help and funding, Muncey's already great attractions can become even greater. In conclusion, Muncey is not all perfect, but when focusing on the positive aspects of the town, you can start to realize that it has some great parts to it that all too often get overlooked. With a bit more tourism, these places can provide money for the community and give a better reputation to the place where many call home. Muncey, Indiana can improve as a whole and see another prosperous time in the town just like when the Ball brothers were here many years ago.